What is up, Rad Potential YouTube? Welcome to today's video. We are just about to get on the phone with the guy that we built the Holley sniper car for. He's owned the car for a while, had the car back from me with the sniper installed for a while. He's gotten a couple remote tunes loaded on it, got some of the stuttery, all the drivability stuff figured out. It's been running awesome, so I've heard. He's super stoked about it, and we're going to hear from him right now. We're about to give him a phone call. We're going to get his opinions on it. That way you guys can know what's up, and then I'll kind of give us a nice conclusion at the end of the video. So, welcome to the channel. If you haven't seen the race car, go check out the race car videos. If you haven't seen the other Rotary videos, go check out those. If you're interested in BMWs, go check out Justin's videos on the BMWs. I'm stoked that you guys are here. So let's give, his name is Jeff, Sir Jeff, a call. I guess speaker would be helpful.
Hello.
What's up, Jeff?
Hey man, what's going on?
Oh, not too much. Just ready to share your experiences with the sniper with the Rad Potential channel here. See what your thoughts are on it.
Yeah, ask away, I guess.
I guess really first question is like initial impression, right? Whenever you got it back and we're driving it, what'd you think of it? Was it everything that that I hyped it up to be?
Yeah, it started first turning the key. Continues to start that way with no throttle input. Very snappy compared to the modified Nicky I had on the car. Been working with a guy doing some remote tunes to try to make it even better. But I've been very pleased with it so far.
Awesome. What is your, I guess, what's your favorite part about it, or your favorite improvement?
I like how clean it is all the way up to the buzzer.
Awesome.
There's no you don't have that secondary kick-in feel, which I kind of miss some, but it's a lot stronger through the rev range than it was before.
Awesome.
It's a lot cleaner.
Awesome. Are you excited, I guess? I've seen some of your posts on the internet, I guess, just working with the Holley software and everything like that. Have you been pretty impressed? I've been pretty impressed that you've been able to figure it out. I know kind of whenever we first started working on it and doing it, I could sense you might have been a little bit worried about the tuning side of things, but how do you feel you've gotten accustomed to not having a screwdriver in the door?
Well, I really hadn't done any adjustments myself. Like I said, I was lucky to find a guy that had Rotary experience with tuning a sniper. He's been adjusting basically the map you started with, and he's been. I sent him a couple of maps, and he sent me back a couple of different tunes. So I guess I would say I'm on base tune number 2, with you being base tune 0.
Okay.
He basically took your settings, adjusted them, and then I sent him some logs, and then he's made some adjustments to the settings, and then I'm probably going to send him another set of maps probably sometime later this week. The thing you talked about on your channel, that that stumble and cruise at 75.
Yep.
He's pretty much resolved that.
Oh, awesome.
So that's pretty much gone. I have, I guess the only one I'm kind of fighting is just a slight off throttle stumble. Like if I'm pulling out of a parking lot and I don't have it buried or something, going up through first and second gear a little bit, it feels like it's loading up.
Okay.
But other than that, I'm pretty pleased with it. I went on a pretty long run this weekend, this past holiday weekend, and the gas mileage now is about what it was when I had the the other carburetor on it.
Oh, awesome.
So it's probably right around 20 miles to the gallon now.
Awesome.
Like I said, I've been pretty happy with it.
Awesome.
I know, going through corners and so forth, you can modulate a little bit easier with the fuel injection over the carburetor. You don't have to, nothing against the carburetor. The modded Nicky I had, it was a great step up from a stock one.
Mm-hmm.
That you did have, I never got around to figuring out I think it's an AP function that you have to adjust some to help take that, there's kind of like a dip in it when it goes into secondaries.
Sure.
Don't have that issue anymore, and it's a little bit easier to moderate going through corners and so forth.
Awesome. And then I know initially too, which I guess this is kind of good, your gas mileage is nice, especially being that you said it shoots some pretty good fireballs out the back of it.
Yeah, every once in a while it'll give me one. It's mainly like coming out of like a hard acceleration period or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
If I pull back on it, you can definitely hear it pop. I'm not seeing it light up the back of the car or anything like that. But
Yeah.
it never really did that much before.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, I'd be curious. Have you driven at night enough to be able to see if it does pop enough flames you can see it in your mirror?
I hadn't noticed that, and it doesn't do it all the time. I think some of it was with the more tuning it's done to it, the IAC doesn't hang throttle as much anymore.
Okay.
And it wasn't bad before. It's just rotaries tend to spin back down pretty quick.
Yep.
So, it's a little bit more towards the way it would spin back quicker before.
Okay. Now, have you gotten any? Because I know I saw, I guess the day after I dropped it off, you took it up to like a Cars and Coffee. Have you taken it anywhere and people been surprised by the fact that it has EFI?
Yeah, I've been to 2 Cars and Coffees with it. It's kind of funny seeing them. They're kind of like a muscle car. People going, wait a minute, that's most of them are running like a higher end EFI units from Holley, so it's been kind of hey, wait a minute, that's a muscle car thing you got going on there. So it's drawing some attention just from the fact that it's not a standard setup. Not a lot of people seem to be running aftermarket EFIs on them.
Mm-hmm.
I would say price-wise, when I thought about doing EFI, it was definitely the most economical option.
Yeah, that's one of the thoughts I've got, and probably a discussion for a future video I'm going to make is just kind of like understanding the cost of the Sniper, but also the cost of like tuning and maintaining and keeping the Sniper going. I mean, and I know maybe this is kind of a different topic, but I know you might be able to test this with your other car that has the twin Webers on it, is that it's kind of hard to find somebody that knows how to work on an old school carburetor anymore.
Yeah, I've been having some challenges like we had talked when you came down and dropped the car off. I've got some kind of fuel system issue going on, and finding somebody that works on Weber carburetors is a little bit of a challenge. As you know, I'm not much of a rent. I work a lot, so I don't have time to really get my arms into a whole lot of stuff.
Yep.
But, yeah, I think the dual Webers I have on my wide body they're very impressive. Probably the best starting carburetor setup I've ever had on a Rotary.
Mm-hmm.
And the Sniper beats that. And the Sniper is as good as my first Rotary was the FC, the 91.
Okay.
And the Sniper right now fires quicker than that did.
Heck yeah. And that's Mazda R&D factory fuel injection right there.
Yeah, and it was a solid car. I never had any issues with it. But every once in a while, like in the winter, sometimes I'd have to pump it a little bit, and never had any real hot start issues with it.
Mm-hmm.
Never had a flooding issue with it either. So it was in decent shape when I got it a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
I think I got it in '96, and it was only 5 years old.
Oh, cool.
It had less than 50,000 miles on it.
Heck yeah. Thing is new.
Yeah, it was back when you could find a good FC. I think they're turning into the unicorns. I think a lot of them got torn apart pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely agree with you there. I for sure see way less FCRX7s anywhere than I do any of the other ones. Awesome. Yeah, I guess I'm stoked that you're happy with it. I wasn't too terribly worried after I was able to kind of experience it and drive it around. I could tell right off the rip that it was going to be an improvement over a carburetor. I mean, I think that's probably, as these cars kind of pick up in value, which I know you follow the market probably just as close as I do, the cost of the Sniper, right, is becoming less of a proportionate cost to the car, like before. And I know, like when you bought the blue car, putting that Sniper on it almost cost as much as the whole car, but nowadays with first gens becoming more of a collector item, it's, if you can justify owning a first gen, you can almost justify buying a Sniper for it. It's not like a huge cost, right?
Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with a stock carbs on them, but there's some limitations, and I know from following some people that are pretty knowledgeable on them, it's kind of getting more difficult to find all the right parts.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you do rebuilds, I was lucky the guy that modified mine did a very good job, but he even said he kind of had to look around to get things put together on it.
Mm-hmm.
And he had been doing it for a long time.
Heck yeah.
But I think it's definitely something to look at. I know it surprises people that are used to rotaries being hard to start or having to fight with them a little bit to be able to literally just turn the key and pretty much go right to idle and it stays there.
So I guess, do you have any plans this fall? Are you doing any track days with the car, or planning on doing any track days next year, or any road trips or anything with it?
Probably maybe late fall I may do one. There's usually an HPDI at NCM that I usually try to go to.
Okay.
Really depends. My work schedule is pretty hectic right now.
Sure.
And then we'll see. I'd like to take it back to Putnam also. And the thing is too is just kind of see where things go. I do enjoy driving it on the track, but you kind of have to pick your moments because it's not as quick as most people to show up for open track days.
Yep.
And I don't do any fender-to-fender stuff, so
yep.
Worrying about getting classed like an old ITA 7 group or whatever like that isn't going to happen on an open track day. But
awesome.
They are fun cars. I've always enjoyed them. And the big thing is you can have a lot of fun and keep your driver's license on the street too.
Yeah, you can really run it to the buzzer and not break the law, which is good. Jeff, I definitely appreciate you taking some time to let us know your thoughts. And I guess you've had the car for, 6 weeks now, I think? A month?
Something like that. I know it put about 800 miles on it since you dropped it off.
Oh, awesome.
So, like I said, I don't daily it, but I take a lot of opportunities at night or early weekend mornings to take it at and smoke the Doritos up pretty good in it.
Heck yeah, it's what it's there for. Buy them to drive them.
Oh yeah.
Heck yeah. That's crazy. 800 miles already. I guess I got a decent amount of miles on my Corvette. I drive it all the time. I guess probably in the same sense as you do with that, but heck, I don't think most of my stuff sees that much in a year.
When I bought the car 5 years ago, it had 169 on it.
Okay.
So, that's a lot of miles over the 5 years if I'm up just over 200,000.
Yep.
And it's not a daily.
Yep.
And it's driven pretty, I wouldn't say I beat it up, but I mean, I definitely run it pretty hard when I'm out.
Heck yeah.
So it's not lugged around and stop and go traffic and stuff like that. I take it out and take advantage of, the hilly roads near where I live. So offer any insight that I have available. And
yeah.
eventually I may, once I kind of understand a little bit better, I may tweak some things. It's actually been pretty easy to load new tunes in, do data logging, and all that stuff, so you can kind of see where you're going with your maps and go, and okay, now I understand what the differences are between this tune and that tune, and looking back and forth between the graphs and stuff, you can definitely see where as this remote tune's done, it smooths out some of the rough spikes and so forth in the maps and the
yeah, it's been awesome to like I said earlier, to see you kind of, I don't know, I just wouldn't really say like becoming a wrench, like a tuner, but I can definitely see you like learning it and understanding it, more so than you did before. And I definitely think it's kind of the way of the future, right? People are, instead of learning how to adjust carburetors, are learning more so how to play with the Excel tables and play with your settings and really change stuff, So the more we can get these old cars, into the hands of the generation that thinks electronically, I think it'll be definitely sustainable to see the Rotaries stay alive, for more years to come.
Oh, most definitely. And it may be in the future, if I really want to stretch out or really test the potential of what the thing can do, I may put on the dyno, but right now I've been very satisfied with the improvements.
All right. Well, Jeff, like I said, thank you. And I'll give you a call back here in a little bit. And
Okay.
I'll definitely I'll link your Instagram in the video here. So if anyone has any questions, they can just hop right over to the Instagram for the car. Hopefully you don't get super crazy flooded with stuff. But
no, I think
it'll be good.
Basically try to do what like a lot of the old school, I call them old school guys in the Rotary community. I consider you one of them, but people that are just trying to kind of do what they can to take the mystery out of it a little bit, so people don't just give up on them.
Yep.
And try to help each other out through certain things.
Yep. For sure. That's what we're all about here. Gotta learn something new in every video. So, awesome. All right. Well, I'll give you a call here in a second.
Okay. Thanks, Eric. You have a good night, man.
Yep. Thanks, Jeff.
Yeah.
Bye. All right, guys. So that's Jeff chatting up his car. I'm super stoked that he's happy with it. I'll say he kind of approached me a while back just about trying to find a good, sustainable option for his blue car, the stock 12A car, moving forward, whether it was rebuilding the Nicky that he had again, just trying to make that better, or like I've kind of proposed to him doing the Sniper. So mad thanks to him for letting me install the Sniper on his car and letting me document the process here on the channel, and definitely teach you guys the ins and outs of it, and getting to know it. Obviously I can't and don't know, and I'm sure that the guy that's been tuning his car doesn't want to give away all of his tuning wizardry, but definitely something that, like I said in the past video, it's the future for these cars, I'm telling you. And I'll make another video on it next week, kind of talking about the pros and cons of that over finding a carburetor to set up for one of these. But you guys get it. So thank you guys very much for watching. Thanks again to Jeff. Hit him up with any questions. He's more than happy to answer them. And we will see you guys in the next video. Keep it rad. Letty. I don't know where she went. Alright, well, I'm not going to wait for her. Peace, guys.